Hello everyone! For those who don't know me, my name is Sofia Blasini, and I have been invited to speak to you all to share an ultimate secret discovery. Today marks a very special day in nautical history as I have found 3 artifacts dating back to the 17th century. Artifacts that will redefine the way the world perceives privateers, pirates, and sailors as a whole. As I will soon unveil, these 3 artifacts are mentioned in multiple historical narratives such as Frederick Wimper's The Sea, its soaring story of adventure, peril, and heroism. The first artifact is Captain Robert's Kidd Letter of Marque, which, as you all might know, is a government license authorizing a person or privateer to attack and capture enemy vessels and bring them to admiralty courts for condemnation and sale. Robert Kidd, starting off as a privateer, demonstrated through various actions such as taking natives' corn, attacking the commercial Malacca ship with English, Dutch, and Moorish vessels, and seizing the Moorish Kidd merchant, that he was in fact a pirate by defying his commission to attack certain American ships. The second artifact is a model of Captain Mison's and Caraccioli's Victoire ship while it is transitioning from a French Navy vessel to a pirate ship led by Mison. As you may remember, the Victoire became a pirate ship after attacking the English Winchelsea, and Mison was drastically named captain, and Caraccioli acted as lieutenant. Caraccioli's communistic views on redeeming the world's riches had a great influence on Captain Mison's conversion to piracy. The third artifact is Mary Read's very own pistol, which she used to fire at some cowardly sailors just before she began her career as a pirate. Mary Read's career is not only interesting because she's a woman, but also because she began as a sailor in a vessel bounded to the West Indies and afterwards worked in a privateer ship that mutinied and turned into a pirate ship as Mary Read shot her pistol. It is said that Mary Read turned to a pirate due to compulsion and necessity, since she was in fact pardoned by the government once. Now, the moment you have been waiting for, the artifacts up close. Robert Kidd's Letter of Marque was made with white paper, paint, Sharpie, wax, and matches. As you can see, the Letter of Marque establishes Kidd as a privateer by William III, as he receives a private man of war called the Adventure Galley with 30 guns. He is able to apprehend, seize, and take into custody certain American ships bound by people wanted by the English government. Many information displayed here is found in Wimper's text, but through external research you can find that all that is contained here is accurate. I actually did some research on the actual Letter of Marque that Robert Kidd received. The Letter of Marque is signed by the English government with its seal accompanied by a woman riding a horse, which up close you can see better. And I'm going to read to you the Letter of Marque actually. It says, William III, by the grace of God, King of England, Scotland, France, and Ireland, defender of faith, to our trustee and well-beloved Captain Robert Kidd, commander of the Adventure Galley with a crew of 80 men and mounting 30 guns. Greeting. We do hereby give and grant to the said Robert Kidd, to whom our commissioners who were exercising the office of Lord High Admiral of England have granted a commission as a private man of war, and unto the commander of the said ship for the time being, and unto the officers, mariners, and others under your command, full power and authority to apprehend, seize, and take into your custody, as well the said Captain Thomas Tew, John Ireland, Captain Thomas Wake, and Captain Wenmays, etc. And you can also see that the Letter of Marque has some burnings here on the sides, which marks the very old piece of paper that this is and document. Captain Mison's and Caraccioli's vessel Victoire is considered both a French Navy vessel and a pirate ship. You can see Captain Mison and Caraccioli standing in front of the ship, bearing a flag with one side a French flag and the other side black, signaling piracy. Please keep in mind that this is before the crew decided to adopt a white flag with the words, "For God and Liberty." This flag is a symbol of the underlying piracy in the Victoire as it transitioned from an army ship to a pirate ship. The ship is entirely made with white paper, paint, aluminum foil, napkins, cotton, and toothpicks. The detail in the cotton waves are remarkable as they cause the model ship to appear in movement. Whymper could not capture the victoire better in his work. Mary Read's pistol, composed of white paper, paint, and aluminum foil, is the ultimate embodiment of Mary Read's transition from a sailor in a privateer ship to a pirate. As I have mentioned, is contained in Whymper's text, Mary Read shot at cowardly sailors with this pistol while the privateer ship was in a mutiny and afterwards was turned into a pirate ship. It is her ferocity and her bravery, along with her compulsion and necessity, that drives Mary Read to adopt a pirate career. The pistol, which bears her name right here, is a symbol of transition from a legal sailor to a pirate. Now, after reading all these artifacts, there are a few points to discuss that can truly change our perspective on the making of pirates. These 3 artifacts are symbols of each person's start in their pirate career. Kit gained the opportunity of becoming a pirate with his ship and crew. Misan drastically became captain of the ship that served a twofold function, and Mary Read demonstrated her inner pirate colors as she brutally attacked sailors. These show that pirates are driven by ferocity, spontaneity, and defiance. Through Kit's, Misan's, and Caraccioli's and Mary Read's testimony, we know that piracy can be spurred by a single action or a series of actions. Also, if you recall, written documents, ships, and pistols are generally associated with either privateers or pirates or other types of sailors, none of them being associated with a single nautical career. In addition, these artifacts demonstrate that piracy is not exclusive, as it traverses nationality and gender. Therefore, how do you distinguish pirates? In my opinion, there's a thin line between pirates and legal sailors, and that lies merely in the ground rules that the government establishes. These artifacts represent the unpredictable path that any sailor at sea can take.